Um, this is a log that's just been cut, and as soon as it was cut, the log started to split apart, and as we move down the log, if we recut the log, then the log would also then continue to split. So let's look at the reasons for that. This site is a fairly protected site, and the trees on this site are fairly tall. Relatively tall, relatively thin. Now, eucalypts, because they want to grow fast to take over a site and shade out their competitors, the trees set up in them a range of tension around the perimeter. So you take a tall, thin column, and the tree naturally has generated a mechanism of post-tensioning the outside skin of the tree. And that helps it stand up tall and resist any wind. However, when you saw that and cut that tree out, you're breaking the balance of that tension on the outside and the compression that's generated on the inside of the tree. So what happens, it's like you've cut like a big elastic and it starts to peel back. And here's this instance where it's been peeled, and if we cut it again further down, we would then get more checks starting to open up as the tension on the outside perimeter of the tree then becomes unbalanced again, and it starts to open up like a banana. And this is what it looks like. It can happen on big logs or it can happen on small ones. Here's another example of log splitting under stress, tension in the outside faces of the material. You can see how you've got this characteristic checks making these wedges, and if we look along the side of the log, we can see how those splits have opened up all the way along. This slab here is the logical extension of tension in the perimeter of the log, which then pulls the log apart once it's been cut at the top and at the end. Is that this whole log has come apart, it's pulled itself apart, and you can see this segment here has formed a very large banana shape, as you'd expect, with tension on this bottom face and compression in the front one. So it's pulled around like this, and it's actually pulled the whole log into several pieces, of which this is just one here lying on the ground. And it's probably 12 metres long, and it's pulled itself out completely.